Yo, guys, inakuaje wadau? Another episode of Life Yetu podcast coming straight to you from Transcript Films. Na kama location jinsi mnavyojua is Active Hub new place, new location hapa kando ya Kijana wa Malwa Milimani. So wewe kama ni creative, make sure that into the place where you come, gain experience, enhance your craft, advance, and make sure that professionalism is part and parcel of your content creation. Au sio? And today, atuongei sana. Today we have an amazing guest. We have a beautiful lady hapa kando yangu. Tuko na mtu ambaye usimwone tu ameng'ara tu hivi tu. Kuna vile kidogo brains pia, brains pia imebeba ile kitu. Na thank you so much for making time, Dorcas.
Asante sana. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
I'm really honored.
Na mimi nashukuru sana pia. Though tumekorogana hapa hivi. Ni nini usumbua wa creatives bedhe kupatikana? Shida ukuwa wapi? Hebu kwanza tuanzie hapo.
Tunapiga hustle, yani unajua sengine tunapata inagongana kidogo, but tuko tunapatikana. Inafaa
mpatikane juu hii mambo yetu tutakuwa tunatafutana leo, mwaka kesho kutwa, haifai.
But I believe in the best time God alikuwa amedecide.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for making time.
Thank you for having me.
Sisi kama kawaida, sisi ni wana TRF, wana sarakasi, we do acting, we do tunafanya podcast vile unaona. At the same time pia tunajaribu pia kuinspire life ya wasee pia. Hivyo.
I am familiar with your work and you're doing a great job.
Na appreciate sana. Asante. And that is one reason why you're here, so that we pia at least wasikie story yako. Watu wajue like behind Dorcas Nyambura. What is happening behind scenes juu.
Exactly.
Tunakuona tao, tunaona piga makeup, unapiga boka yako pale hivyo. But watu wajue hata uko na channel pale Spotify.
I know.
Unaona?
I know.
So after hapa mnapatiwa credentials za Dorcas, mwende pale Spotify mwende anafanya nini.
Exactly.
So she's here to also inspire you. She's here to also tell her story, the things that I'm go through, mbili tatu coming up, na also being a lady in current generation. Maze kuna some of these things see easy. It needs grace, man. So again, asante juu. Hii lazima tunirudie kusema tena juu. It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time. Tumepanga leo ndio imekuwa.
Iko sawa lakini. Anyway, wacha tuanze na the basics kwanza. Dorcas, sisi tunakujua kama hustler, tunakujua kama mtu unapiga mboka yako pale, unauza perfumes, mambo ya cosmetics nini vitu kama hiyo. Tuambie beyond that, who is Dorcas?
Okay, so my name is Dorcas Nyambura Njuguna. Social media utanipata na Nyambura Njuguna. Dorcas ni wazazi. I don't use that.
Okay.
Wenyewe ndio alichagua hiyo. So first of all nimesomea business management. Nimefanya journalism and mass communication as well. But tunaelewa tu situation ya market kidogo, so that's why nilijipata in the hustling field. And I do sell cosmetics, clothes and all that. But before, yani mimi as an individual, sasa tusiangalie whatever I'm doing for hustle. Personally, I've been through some things enye sasa nimekuja like kushare leo in the podcast, as I introduce also my podcast. And I'm a daughter.
Definitely, because you are a lady.
I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, and all that. I'm not a mother. I'm not a mother yet. Soon to be a mother.
Soon to be, lakini bado ana ginene, no bele.
No bele, no.
Or no man. Is it no bele or no man?
It could be both. But na hii generation yetu na the hustle tunapiga kidogo, acha hiyo watoto kidogo wacha pesa kwanza.
Nice.
Because I'm one believer whereby kama uli grow up na hustle and all that and go through hard life, make sure your children watapata a safe landing. Pia wewe usikimbilie to some things. But for those pia wenye wako na families and all that, kudos to you guys. So this is me. Sina a lot I can say, but mtaendelea kunijua as we continue with the interview.
Awesome. Umetaja hapo mambo ya hardship, ukarudi kusema ulisomea kitu fulani but unafanya hustle. So hizi ndio vitu zilifanya go through the hardship, because okay, one thing for sure ni hakuna kitu ina demoralize mtu kama uende usome course fulani alafu wachukue tu comedian fulani tu kama tuseme dada wachukua tu kwa comedian fulani tu hapo hivyo ndio anapiga shughuli yako.
Mwenye haku go through the school and whatever.
Yes, because actually you find like in Kenya for example like watu wamefanya journalism, they don't really do their jobs.
No.
Comedians ama content creators ndio wanafanya jobs zao.
Exactly.
So was that a
so
factor?
like saizi in Kenya if utapata the opportunity to become a celebrity, chances zako za kukua radio presenter even without qualification or anything they are very high.
Okay.
So saizi you can go to school, you can go through the right channels, but hapo kwa kupata job ndio inakuwa shida.
Okay.
So you're like if you stay in the house and you're like let me wait until the day I'll get a job for like in a radio station or something, now utangoja sana, you'll wait for a very long time.
Okay.
But in my case pia mimi nimekuwa na some yani like nimeipata job kwa hapa Kitale like Imani Radio.
Okay. But uko na Imani.
Hapo kwa Imani ndio mambo kidogo hapo kidogo kwa Imani ndio mambo ilienda kombo kidogo because kulikuwa of course na challenges, ilikuwa internship and stuff, but kulikuwa na like hopes maybe ya ku get a job or something. It wasn't so promising but kulikuwa na chances that I could.
Okay.
But the problem ilikuja ukweli hapo kwa Faith. Like in Imani Radio I got the opportunity, but since it's a gospel radio station, hiyo time Faith yangu haikuwa, sikuwa najua nini nataka in life.
Okay.
I was still very young. So and I was preaching a lot. For those people who knew me back then, I was really preaching. Like nikienda kwa
Usicheke kwa nini nacheka kwa sababu
yeah.
Okay, acha ninyamazie comment yangu. Acha let me maintain
please.
Yes.
So like ilikuwa imeanza kuwa very serious.
Okay.
Nilikuwa nina preach by the way hadi watu wanakuja like wow I need Nyambura to talk to me like you know. And I was like huyu ni mimi huku nje I'm someone else. Nikifika hapa ndio nakalianga hii mic naanza kuwa preachia but that's not who I am. So nilikuwa na feel vibaya sana vile watu wanakuwa inspired na mimi.
Okay.
And I don't mean what I'm saying. Mimi nilikuwa mboka.
Wewe ndio wale wako preach and drinking wine.
I was really drinking wine. I was really drinking wine. So like hiyo kitu nilifika mahali watu kwanza kuniambia, do you know maybe you can be a pastor, maybe calling yako ni pastor or something. And I was like, wow. Hey, no, that's not me. One thing I can tell you about history and gospel and everything.
Yeah.
If you have low self-esteem.
Tricky sana.
Always manage. Because like ninataka ku fit in the cool kids club.
Category,
And then unaanza kuniambia nitakuwa pastor. I didn't even finish 2 weeks. Nilikuwa
umeachana nayo maneno.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes let me say if you have misplaced priorities ama drives ni the wrong drives. The things zenye zinafanya like okay I want to do this but ukijiuliza why am I doing this you really don't have an answer. Hizo ndo vitu zenye wazi natupush tunafanya vitu zenye hazifai tufanye.
Exactly.
Because like let's say preaching is good.
Yeah.
Preaching is good. Like following the gospel is amazing.
It's amazing.
But now the question is, what was your target? Like nini ulikuwa unataka kuachieve from all that? Now that okay umeshatuambia like imekuwa hivi na hivi na hivi. But now I want to ask you a very simple but yet a hard question. While you are doing this, were you like ni situations ndo zilikuwa zinaku put in hiyo category ama in that situation ama ni like you just wanted to do it because
growing up nili grow in an environment whereby I was not heard.
Okay.
Like there was no one to listen to me. Kuna ile unakuwa ignored whatever you feel. So I really wanted to be a very vocal person. I wanted to be in the media. I wanted to tell people's stories. I wanted to tell my own story, you know. So that is what ilini push kwa the journalism field. You understand? But I didn't know it would come na hii story ya path ya gospel and everything and being a Christian, not Christian, holier than thou people.
Yeah.
Since even ilikuwa view yangu back then. So that is what pushed me into becoming like historia. I had a target of course ya being vocal, but I was not prepared to be like something like a preacher or something. My target was not that. And
how did you like kuna so many ways like hata for me najua I'm a vocal person but my sound ama my voice inatumika in a very different way. Yes, I'm saved, I love Jesus. But it's so hard for me unipate pale hivyo nje niko na watu wanasema sasa unajua you guys need to be saved. But I will use let's say for example my gift kama acting. I will use that to tell my story. Ama to tell the things zenye some other people will tell maybe while preaching hivyo. So hapa ni nini what really led to like you choosing that path, you deciding like wacha ni preach hata kama sijui kama na preach?
okay, as I've said, nilipewa an opportunity for internship since nimesomea journalism and mass communication.
Okay.
So the chance that nilipata ni a session whereby I'm supposed to encourage people from 7 p.m. to 12 midnight.
Okay.
I'm supposed like to be encouraging people. You understand?
Yes.
So any place nilijipata.
Oh.
Nilijipata. But I think God was leading me somewhere, but I wasn't ready. Wanasemanga unaweza kuwa you have a calling, yes, but it's not your time yet. So vile nilianza kuona like I am being exposed to fast and kuna vitu mingi sija heal from. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to start preaching and then nianze kuniita pastor. Nini yangu?
So tunakuita tu pasi you're blessing us.
But no, as we speak right now, I really am very intentional about my spiritual journey.
Okay.
I have a very strong relationship with God.
Awesome.
And I wouldn't mind right now like to lead people to Christ. You understand? Now I think this is the time. But back then, no. Saizi mimi na Christ tuko hapa na hapa. Tuna. Yeah.
Na feel kusema yebo.
And I'm a very influential person when it comes to like nikiamua sasa kukuhubiria, you'll get saved.
You've been talking to me nakumbuka tukiwa na shops pale Votao and doing our thing. We used to have these talks and actually that's one of the reason why you're here and I would really like me naweza kuwa naelewa but someone else out there doesn't really know how it is to deal with some let me call them some setbacks. Dealing with pain, dealing with mental illness because what tunaamka especially for men we deal with a lot but tutaamka go out there jifanye tuko sawa then come back and then cry so now tuna come back to how I've known you and why maybe you created the Spotify channel. I know it's about maybe trying to tell people whatever you've gone through they shouldn't go through pia.
Exactly.
Sindio? So was this because of the pain that you've gone through or is it because you decided to like just turn your pain into something magical for people to really understand what is going on?
The reason as to why I decided to start this podcast is because I've had so many, like my childhood, which I don't like delving into, was very traumatic. Okay. It was very traumatic. So I've been finding a way to channel my pain. By the way, I do write a lot. I used to write on WordPress. That is how I used to express my pain and my emotions and all that. And now I've been wanting like to do a YouTube channel or something. I had a YouTube channel, but wow.
You need a story to hold it.
When it comes to inconsistency, so I wanted to like channel my pain. That is why I started this podcast. But at the same time, through my healing journey, since I decided to take a step back and start to ask myself, why do I do the things that I do? Because you have to come to that point in life. If you are angry all the time or you're, I don't know, you're lazy, you have to go back to that place where you ask yourself, why am I the way I am? And that is what took me to that healing journey where now I started to look within. Your solution is not outside, it's within, by the way. When you ask yourself questions. Now I started to ask myself these questions and now on this healing journey, I found out that mental health and spiritual health, they go hand in hand. You know, without God, it's not everyone that believes in God. Without that spiritual, all of us tuko na ile spiritual backing because we are spiritual beings. If your spiritual backing does not give you the reason as to why you are here today, if like you have a camera right now and the inventor of your camera hajakwambia this is supposed like you're supposed to press here and do this and do that, you don't have a manual, that camera is useless to you. The same applies to you. If you don't know your purpose on this earth, you will take every route that you find. Mwingine atakuja kuambia eti by the way kuvuta bangi naende inasaidianga sijui vitu gani, kukunywa pombe, someone, every path you will take because you don't know where you're supposed to go. Now that is why I started this podcast, to show you that before you conquer your mental health issues, go back to the spiritual. Go back to God and ask him where is the path that I'm supposed to take. There is someone who said you cannot like partake on a spiritual journey or be fully saved if you have not healed your emotional wounds, because the devil knows how to like have a hold on you. Because if you have anger issues from your parents when you were a child and now you're now I've decided to be saved, now misa nimeokoka, nimeamua kuokoka kabisa, now this is my
labda unasema niko na hasira kama ya mama yangu
and then
hasira budi yangu ni mimi niko nayo,
ni mimi, kama kuna mtu alichukua ni
mimi ndo nilibeba yote.
So you understand? So unakuja watakuja tu kutrigger kidogo, nitakuja nikukanyage socks yako ya white. Hey,
hapo ndo najua
unaona
ile trigger ni kama iko tu na ka switch inangojanga tu ka.
Exactly ni kama mimi sometimes namwanga sana nimeamua kuokoka kabisa and then maybe yani nimeamua
kuna kuokoka kidogo na kuna kuokoka kabisa.
Me I have tried getting saved by my own strength. I have tried. It's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey, let me tell you. So the reason as to why I started this podcast, it's called the Divine Mind Podcast. First of all, I called it like that because a divine mind is something that has been transformed.
Yeah.
You see, my mind has been so shallow in the past, but now the more I am learning, the more I'm getting closer to God, my mind is being transformed. And I wanted like to empower other people who are suffering from any mental health issues to like be empowered as well, to have their mind transformed as well, the way I've had mine empowered and transformed. So mostly this podcast, it's not about men or something. I'm not a feminist or something, but I really love women.
Mbona umeanza na kujitetea kwanza?
Like,
you just had to say that.
You know, some people will find like maybe a podcast near madam or something, but it's to empower everyone because kwanza kama kuna watu wana suffer mentally ni wanaume.
Tuko na shida.
Hamna place ya kwenda kushare or something.
Na nimetoka kukwambia tu saizi tu hapa mtu uko na shida zako but tutakutana utao. Pige luku utakafiti.
Alafu kuna ile kitu ya mwanaume unalia aje? Kwani how weak are you?
Are you not a man?
Are you not a man? Hiyo ndio unapatanga mwanaume amecommit suicide or something. You understand? So like pia wanaume wanafaa kuwa na this platform na hii channel ya kutoa
whatever.
Exactly. That is why this podcast, by the way, Life Yetu, thank you so much for starting it, by the way.
Asante sana.
Now for the Divine Mind Podcast, I started it because me idolize mambo na therapy. I'm not saying therapy ni mbaya or something, but the moment involve God into your mental health issues, then ukiangalia Bible, kitu kama Bible, kuna hiyo do not be anxious about anything, anxiety inatackle.
Do not let your worry overtake your faith.
Exactly. You understand? Iko na place pia yenye nayo inatackle hivi vitu zote za mental health. That is why I wanted to the Divine Mind Podcast is all about could bring spirituality into our mental health. Understand? Like tusikwetu ati kitu kidogo umemeza madawa za depression, kitu kidogo
mimi nitafute therapist. Oya gathe. mimi munitie ule mtu anichekeshe pale.
How much pa nini?
Therapist shida yako ni 50,000, therapist anitisha 35k.
Exactly. And then kuna sasa saizi hata you can't uwezi enda kuvent kwa your friend. Friend yako pia ana go through a lot. You understand?
Yes.
Mwingine atakugossip. You understand? Hatuna ile capacity pia kusikiza like shida za watu wengine. Una understand? So and then sasa pia kuna ile part ya squeeze hata tuna vent on ChatGPT. Like mimi unaona ChatGPT. At the end of the day kauli nifanyia. Unaona wewe sasa hata sasa ukinifanyia kitu mbaya. I'll be like, why did he treat me like this or something? You know? ChatGPT is
very emotions though.
Emotions. Like
you get high emotions. Like that thing is just it's a typical robot.
I know. But umaiko interact na ChatGPT. Iko like, no, I'm so sorry to hear that you're going through this.
Let me tell you something. Hata sasa nikwambie, unini watu wa ChatGPT. If you watched our previous episode, not previous, our first comeback episode. What happened is mimi nilikuwa kwanza nakata mambo ya ChatGPT because one thing for sure is going to detach ourselves from whatever we feel. Because if kama sasa hizi you're replacing your friends with ChatGPT, for real.
Okay, let's be realistic. Umeikuwa na friends and then wakakudisappoint. Have you ever been?
A lot of times.
Exactly.
A lot of times.
Sangapi ChatGPT itakuja kunidiscuss or something?
It won't discuss you, but it won't provide you with the emotional intelligence you're looking for. You need one thing tunafaa tukubaliane because number one, ChatGPT will take in whatever you give it. You can give it the wrong information. You can give it whatever it didn't happen.
It will just give you whatever it
what if your side of the story? You itakusupport.
Exactly.
I don't give you the emotional intelligence that you're looking for. So hapo kwa GPT kidogo.
Okay, si kwa na suppose sisemi ati sasa tulikuwa rely on whatever.
Yes.
But the fact that saizi hatuna anyone wa kutalk to imefanya hii AIs equal like our friends. You understand?
Yeah, true.
Tumesahau hata the thing like Bible. Unajua wacha nikwambie Stavon. Saizi ende uambie hii generation is kuhusu Bible. They'll be like, "Hey, you're so ancient." But I can tell you God is very modern. God is very modern. Kuna vitu ukiangalia kwa Bible you're like, this is what is happening right now. You understand? So ni sisi ni kama vile tunakuanga na guidebook ya kutumia a camera vile nimekuambia before. Inasema and then you press this and then you press this. Hata kwa Bible kuna hiyo and then you press this and then you'll function like this when you do this and that.
If you do this, kwanza mnaambiwa ukifuata maandishi yangu.
Exactly. It's not ancient by the way. It is a very good guide.
Yeah.
So kuleta hii generation ya saizi wenye tuko kwa ma AI na kwa TikTok and everything.
Kwanza
kwa ChatGPT. Oja tuseme ChatGPT, it's so popular. Karibu ni fall kwa victim of it. It's I don't know, let's not talk about it. Niko tu sawa. So like atutaki kuangalia the spiritual side of life.
Yeah.
And one thing I will tell you, life is very spiritual.
True.
The mission for the Divine Mind podcast is to try and bring spirituality back. Okay. Tumekuwa watu wenye tuko kama si social media, kama si try kwenda kufanya maBBLs tuongeze lip size and everything, tukae vizuri, watu watupende. Like we are just here for outside validation. But atujaenda back to the source. Like we didn't just fall from
nowhere.
Tumekuja tu ati na nimeamka tu nikajipata ndio huyu nyambu nimejipata no. There was a source. And before that source, kulikuwa na yani ndio hiyo source akuleta hapa kulikuwa na reason. There's this chapter, I mean verse, usiseme na ubiri kwa.
It's okay. No. This is exactly why you're here.
I really love God vile ni realistic na vile ni modern.
This is exactly why you're here because someone needs to listen to what you're saying.
Exactly. So kuna hii part ya before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. And I made something out of you. Like you inasemanga I made you a prophet to the nations. There was a reason as to why God created you and put you in your mother's womb. So tuna ignore the fact that tuko hapa saizi tujue tumetoka wapi. Si ulitoka from your mother's womb.
Definitely.
Kwa Bible inasema before I created you or I put you in your mother's womb.
I knew you.
So it is God who started. Yani history yote yako ya life yako imeanza na God. But sasa sisi vile tumekuja on earth tumeamua like wacha kwanza God akae kidogo ngoja ni sisi kwanza ati God huwezi elewa. Hebu kaa hapa kwanza kidogo, you can't understand. Ati wewe God unajua heartbreak nini? Do you know God has ever experienced heartbreak? Israelites wame heartbreak God. God anaelewa hizo vitu zote zenye you guys are going through. Being broke yote kwa Bible inasema I understand what it is to have everything and to lack. Hizo vitu zote Bible ina talk about. So when you call God or spirituality, I'm not talking about spirituality. Your relationship yako na God, if you say it is ancient, then uko lost. From the word go you're lost. Because your being imeanza na God. Everything about you ime start na God. You know everything. I can't explain.
I understand
it
you.
Is so deep.
I can tell how passionate you are about it. I can tell how you even explain it. And it's something it's so okay. We really what we overlook, what we take these things for granted. But the fact is, kuna those simplest things in life is enough that we have that gratitude, that we appreciate life even more.
Exactly.
Because the way wanasema for we do not move by sight but by faith. These are the things that people should really understand. Kwa sababu I think sometimes if you don't go through the hardships, through the pain, through hizo vitu zenye zinakufanya you question so many things, you won't really understand what is really happening.
It's true.
And I think hiyo ndio kitu inasumbua generation ya saizi. So seeing someone, especially kwanza for me, I really appreciate the fact that umeamua ku start a podcast because you're trying to work through whatever you've been going through. Unaona? Na acha niteme for example, good example kama mimi. Kuna those times when I woke up when I didn't even have to.
Exactly.
Kuna those times when like you have a whole day but then you ask God, Mungu, hii siku umenipatia nafaa kufanyia nini juu nikiangalia from asubuhi to jioni I have nothing to do with this day.
Exactly.
Not knowing that the fact that you still alive, you kuamka tu peke yake. You kwanza inafaa it's enough blessing for you to know I can do this and this and this.
Wanasemanga as long as you're breathing, kuna reason as to why you're breathing.
Bure
ka God angekuwa done with you.
Ungekuwa wapi saa hizi hata?
Anafanya tu hivi like tunaanza kesho.
Ningekuwa napiga podcast na mtu mwingine hapa hivi saa hizi.
Exactly. But God anakuanga ameorchestrate siku vile itakuwa. Wewe unaonanga nika day na ilikuwa wasted leo, but there was something God was doing with that day or something, you know.
Definitely.
So na sipendi sana vile tunaweka God tunamfanya anakuwa like
an option ama afterthought.
An afterthought. Like na sisemi ati hao wengine pia mimi naye kwa kuweka God hapo nyuma.
Wewe kwanza najua tukikasirishwa tu saizi tu hapa hivi tu saizi tukikujamisha tu Mungu.
Unaona kayo enye time my dad alipass. My dad go through a lot of struggle before pass. That is a story for another day.
Sorry for that.
So I was like, God huyu naye kweli hata ukifanya mazuri kwa hii maisha you'll just die like others.
Vile mambo imeenda tu.
Unaona? So unakuwa like angry with God. And then mimi napenda God. Unajua kwa nini napenda God? Ndio nasema ni modern. Nikikuwa in that period ya ku ask God why.
Yeah.
Like why did you have to take him? Nimeenda kwa mazishi ya mtu amekufa at 98. My dad only died at 68 or I don't know 70. Like hata hakuwa ameenjoy bonus life yake or something. You understand?
Yeah.
So I was like why? Nilikuwa tu why for a whole year, nilikuwa tu why hata God anibambi. You understand?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere kuna hii verse inakuanga kwa Isaiah 57.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I remove people to prevent them who experience the evil that is ahead.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Nilimtoa for a certain reason. God anakuanga na answers ya everything.
True.
Even the things that we are going through as a generation right now.
Yeah.
As modern as you think you are. Wewe hata ukue, yani unajua modernization saizi tumeona ni uko umepierce wa nini, uko na matatu. Huyu ni modern huyu.
Joko kuongea lugha ya kila mtu.
Sasa unamwambia ni kuhusu God. Sasa God kwanza kaa kando, tusikize celebrity. You understand?
Yeah.
That is how tumetoa God in the picture. Alafu tukiendelea kuteseka why God why? You understand? You didn't consult me at the beginning.
Wakati mambo ilikuwa wakati things were good.
Exactly.
When you could.
Yeah. But sasa ile vile mambo imekuchemkia ndio unasema God naye kweli he's not real, why is he allowing this? You're the one who allowed. Wacha nikwambie kitu moja ninapendanga God. He will not come kama hujamuinvite.
True.
Hata mimi sitakuja tu kwa nyumba yako na hujani invite. You understand?
Mimi kwanza nakuzimia simu.
God akona kata.
Tagonga mlango mbaya sana.
God akona kata si. That is why they say those who call upon the name of Jesus they are saved. Asa usipokol, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And actually I think that really explains why some people walk through pain now wanna make it through and why some people succumb to those pains.
Exactly.
And now this leads me to this question. Like you've had umekuwa na traumatic childhood.
Yeah.
You've been through pain na hizo ndio vitu zenye zimekupropel umefika to where you are right now.
Exactly.
What do you think could have been maybe let's say like for example if I'm to deal with this kind of pain I'm someone else what would you tell this person how is he supposed to deal with the pain because pain is very different.
Yeah.
And one thing I learned recently not all pain is hurt. Some of this pain is just preparation for whatever is to come.
Yeah.
Inakufanya tu kuwa strong.
Yeah.
Iku strengthen because whatever God ana plan pale hivyo mbele haijakwambia itakuwa rahisi but you'll need the strength.
You'll need the strength, yeah.
So how can you tell someone who is working through pain does he or she just akae tu atulie mpaka a figure out everything iishe ndio amke ama anaweza tu find ways za ku move through the pain?
Okay, first of all before nijibu hiyo swali for everyone mwenye go through a traumatic childhood or amekuwa na disturbed childhood, kitu ya kwanza most of us tuko na in common. Sijasema all of us, most of us have in common. Tuko na a distorted image of God.
Okay.
Because if you are abused by your own parent or a caregiver, mtu
your guardian.
Yeah. Na wazazi wetu most of them walikuanga hawana Mungu. I don't know if they were religious or they were walikuwa wameokoka.
I think maparo wa millennials kulikuwa na something ilikuwa ina happen. Ni kama God alikuwa anakuwa switched. Inafika Sunday on. Tuko sawa kanisa tutaenda.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Inafika on Tuesday umefanya sijui mambo yako hivi off.
Exactly. So, kwa nini nasema we had a distorted image, we have a distorted image of God. There's no way to watch my guardian anani abuse from Monday to Friday or Saturday and then on Sunday akukua God nini. Afu ukiangalia huyu parent or huyu guardian life yake iko sawa. So I'm like mimi kama in my case I was like I think God akosaidia huyu guardian wangu.
Yeah.
So like God na huyu guardian kuna venye I don't like them. So when I grow up, hata ukikuwa in an authority or something figure, utakuwa like, no, these people are evil, plus na Mungu wakiwa hapo kando yake. But wanasemanga God cannot be mocked. Chenye ulifanyiwa, chenye itakuja tukugu one day. So in whatever pain someone is going through, inaweza kuwa ni grieving a loved one, inaweza kuwa ni a traumatic childhood, inaweza kuwa to any kind of pain. Hata heartbreak. Unajua heartbreak ndio nikanto the main topic siku hizi.
Watu wanavunjwa huko hivi. Mimi karibu wavunje miguu.
Wanasema ni magoti zinavunjwa. Ala.
Tungekuwa wengi kwa wheelchair sasa hizi bana.
Exactly. So me what I've come to notice about pain. Sit with the pain. Usi-distract yourself from pain. Feel every inch of that pain. Na usifeel peke yako. You can choose to talk to people wenye wako in that capacity ya kukusaidia, si wale wenye utatoka hapo alafu na Stavon naye anateseka. Stavon anateseka.
Jana alikuwa na hii.
Leo
kesho aligongwa.
Amemchagua kwa example to this generation.
Perfect example ya pain.
You understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is know who you will sit with in the pain.
Yeah.
Na mtu wa kwanza akwe ni God.
Yeah.
God and understand a lot of things from a very different level. Mimi kuna pain zingine nilikuwa nasema sitawahi kukuwa able to navigate through the pain.
Yeah.
Because they were too painful. But God alinipatia reason. God anakujanga na kuambia I did this, I allowed this for this reason. Alafu find a very supportive community.
Okay.
Of which nowadays si rahisi kupata a supportive community. Juu watu wengi kwa nini wametoroka kwa kanisa? Unaendanga huko unasema huyu hata alisema alitoa mimba. I don't think you can be a member of this church. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think I know for sure God. Kwanza kuna a picture of God yenye watu wengi understanding. Stavon saizi ukiambiwa uende uongee na God, wacha hiyo siku mpaka utosha nyumba, upige magoti, ulale hivi flat, useme aki God. But God is like me and you.
Yeah.
God kalepo wakati nikwambie I'm going through this and this and this. Hiyo ndio kitu moja watu they don't understand. Your relationship with God is supposed to be so personal.
Yeah.
In your case like tuseme for unaonanga ile mali wanasemanga a father to the fatherless.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
It is so logic, it's so true. See let God amesema tu amebluff. Like indeed God is a God of the fatherless, motherless, orphans and all.
God of all nations.
God of all people. Like ile siku tu utaenda uambie God like me I'm going through this. Na sijui vile nitaweza kumanage. Trust me, before upate solution kuna kapisi fulani mtu feel kwa hati yako. And then after that you'll start finding that the pain is not even that hard.
Equal that serious.
Equal serious hivyo. But the way una choose to handle your pain ndio inakuanga
the difference.
The difference. Hapo ndio ina make the difference.
Yeah.
Who you choose to sit with in the pain. Yeah.
I think hiyo nimelearn kitu. Because one thing for sure ni okay, growing up mimi nilikuwa okay, sisi danganya ati mimi nimegrow through hardship and struggles.
Yeah.
My dad akiwa alive like ni ule mse alikuwa anataka ku provide everything for familia yake.
Oh, wow.
And even beyond. But then unapata life ikakuja happen in a way that hapa katikati after he was gone then there was no other person hapa juu mwenye I could look up to on the father figure.
Oh, yeah.
So most of the things that were happening at the time fanya hii, anguka, ujue it's wrong, badilisha barabara, pitia huku.
Guesswork.
Yeah. Now hivyo and that is how actually that is how some of the things that I've been through nimekuja kulearn. That is how things are moving.
Yeah.
Because akuko na msemo alikuwa pale hivyo kukuambia ni aje yo hapa hivi inapofanya hivi ama pena inapofanya hivi. But every time you fall down there is that pain, there is that scar, there is that reminder that inakukumbusha like ulipitia hapa ufai kupitia hapa tena.
Exactly.
So and I think it's so inspiring to see that you're taking all those things unaipackage into one thing and you're trying to not only trying to spiritually invite people back to God, at the same time you're also trying to touch people's lives.
Yeah.
Now that means that right now let's talk about maybe let's say mental illness kidogo, because it's one thing in a growth kwa national disaster.
Yeah, it is.
In a growth,
it's a pandemic.
People don't really talk about it, but people go through it.
Yeah.
Na hata kama tunasema ni maboy wanaumia sana, hata madem wana go through most of these things zenye we don't really know like nini mbona ina happen hivi.
Yeah.
Do you think this is because like for me unapata moving through pain inakuwa much easier because I understand what I've been through.
Yeah.
And right now I'd say mambo na mental illness for example. Have you ever been apart from just okay unajua kuna trauma na kuna mambo na nini na mental illness like the things that you have to deal with, have you ever experienced some of those like maybe anxiety, stress, depression, hizo vitu zote?
Yeah, I have. I have been having like nimekuwa for the longest time I've had a very stressful like nimekuwa na episodes of depression. Depression si ile kitu tunasema I'm very sad or something because I've been suicidal like 3 times.
Sorry.
Yeah, saizi naona si big deal. Saizi mimi siwezi commit suicide. Yeah, I hope so, yeah. Because wezi joma
life. Also we believe.
I believe so because my life imeni harden or God ameni try kuni harden. I don't think I can go back to that dark phase where I was.
Yeah.
And then anxiety. Anxiety ni kitu kingine mbaya. Like usetolingi, you just like
mimi kwanza anxiety ilikuwa inanitandika mpaka tumbo inaniuma.
So ile vitu watu wana try kusema ati ni anxiety sijui ni vitu gani sometimes I think the real anxiety is very bad. Alafu kuna ingine watu wamezoea kujekelea nowadays bipolar. I don't know if it's bipolar is maniac, but then do you know nilikam kulearn juzi TikTok, some of those people who preach kwa barabara wanasema kujeni kwa Yesu. Do you know they suffer from bipolar?
So uende ushtuo mtu mgonge tu speaker yake hapo uone vile mtu anaweza kurarua mangumi mingi hapo.
As in nikakam ku realize that your confidence ametoka kwa bipolar, because people who have bipolar, most of them wako very confident. Wanadhani it's normal, like unaenda katikati ya tao unaanza kuhubiri. Sisemi ati wote wenye wanahubiri katikati ya tao wako na bipolar, not really. But ile same tutakaa chini to take kujua like hizi vitu step by step na kujua in details. Tusikuwa tunasema mimi niko na bipolar, mimi niko na anxiety, mimi niko na depression. Tukae chini tuzijue on a deeper level. We'll come to understand that watu wengi wenye tuna interact nao wako na mental illness.
Yeah.
Na siku hizi the biggest way that mental illness ina show up ni in relationships.
Juizo bas. Thank you so much for kusema relationships. Kwa sababu na feel hiyo ndio imekuwa basket ya kwenda kutupa takataka zote, all the toxicity. Kila kitu. Mwanaume akipigwa na stress na economy anakuja kusumbua hapa hivi.
Exactly.
Denge huko hivi mambo kikata kusonga ni huyu mwanaume ndio problem. Exactly. Anaileta hapa hivi.
Na sasa unajua most of the people like tuseme if you for example to example yako tuseme you are rejected by your mom when you are young.
Yeah.
You understand? Utakuwa unatafuta approval ya women so much. So hauko in a relationship because you need to be in a relationship. Uko na your own mental baggage. Unataka kuja kuletea watu wengine. Ujahili
ni kama unajaribu kutafuta a sense of belonging. You want to feel like you belong somewhere.
Exactly. So
they can still love me.
Instead you do the work na uende uheal. That's why unapata watu wanauana kwa relationship nowadays. Relationships are not working, alafu tunasema ati marriage is a scam. I don't know, relationship is a scam. Wewe ndio nani alikwambia uingie in a relationship in the first place? Go and heal first before you go in a relationship. Na mimi ni victim, si ati nasema hivyo because ati mimi
pole. We should read for us a book or juu hiyo tutasema in one episode.
Exactly. But hivyo tu the podcast is all about mental health and spiritual health. Hizi vitu mbili tukicombine we are good.
Awesome. Guys, I think mmesikia and today tulisema leo hatuendi sana, just kidogo tu na tunasema kuwa that whatever tunaongelelea hapa hivi, these are real life happenings. Nilikuwa najua tunaongelelea mambo ya mental illness peke yake, but already mmepigwa neno pale hivyo. So I really hope that you're going to resonate this with whatever ina happen in life and be a better person. Au sio? Mimi nasema thank you so much.
Thank you so
sana
much
for
for
coming through
and for giving me this platform. I really appreciate it.
That's what we do because for us mimi podcast si yangu, podcast ni yetu.
Yeah,
podcast ni for people like you and for people like them, the ones that are watching. Na tunaweza taka sana pia whoever you listening ama you're watching this, my friend, mind kusubscribe, tuchapie kwa comment hapo vile hizi stuff zinakujenga. If you also have a story, you can also come through, talk to us. We can also know how we can also help and come through kwa sababu kwa our previous episode tumesema sisi kama TRF tunasaidia art for communal change. We're also helping people to at least tap in their talent and also know that no matter what you do, uko very much recognized. Wewe ni wa maana, wewe si little. Na mimi nasema thank you so much.
And thank you so much for recognizing talent in Trans Nzoia County. Watu wako na talent sana hapa Trans Nzoia County. So continue giving them this platform.
I appreciate sana.
We really appreciate you.
Yes. Now you keep doing what you're doing because
ninaendelea kabisa. Consistency this time I'm continuing.
By the way, story ya consistency. Hapo hebu wapange saizi na asikose kuupload episodes zake.
Friday mbili sija upload, but then nimekuwa na some issues. We'll not talk about it right now, but nimekuwa na some issues, but every Friday at 10 AM nakuanga nimeupload a new episode on Spotify and very soon I'm naingia YouTube, by the way, very soon. So guys, mni support na tuendelee kusaidiana. We are learning from each other every day.
Yeah. Awesome. So guys, I think mmesikia, that has been enough insight for the week. Hiyo hata si hiyo si sema ni for the day, hiyo ni for the week, so that you know where spirituality is. Wewe kama youth, hizi mental illnesses zinatusumbua mazee. Ebu come together, let's talk, let's find a way to tusiendelee kurelate kwa ChatGPT. Tuko bana, tuko, we can help each other out on this one, sawa? So that has been our time today. I really thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you so much for coming through. And this has been Dorcas Nyambura of the Divine Mind Podcast on Spotify. So you make sure you check it out. Go listen to the stories per level. Mina namjua na personal level. Stories ni incredible. And kama K, I've been your host Otieno Stavon Odhiambo, straight out at TRF. Na sisi usema kitu moja tukimaliza. Tuna point camera pale na tunasema hii ni life yetu.
Okay.
Haya, hii ni life yetu. Awesome. Na msisahau where we are shooting our podcast is the new Active Hub location in Milimani next to Kijana wa Malwas. So wewe kama creative, again narudia, we are here kwa sababu yako. We have an amazing facility, we have an amazing space. Usi complain about resources, about geo locations, nini. We got you. Now keep it life yetu, keep it Transcript Films. Now uende kwa page ya Active Hub, like that and get all the information that you need for the forum that is coming forth and many more forums to come. Now, without further ado, situonane.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.